All right, take a deep breath. Let everything else just fade away. What we're about to go through here, it's not just an explanation. Think of it as an initiation. It's a transfer of power, one that's been waiting for you all along. Let's begin the transition.
Listen to these words. Feel them. They say, "You are about to receive the keys to a great palace of gold. And here's the secret. That palace, it's always been yours." And look, this isn't some metaphor about having to build something from the ground up. No. This is about you claiming an inheritance that's been waiting. The foundation is already there. The halls are yours. But before you can move in, the old, decaying structures have to come down.
So let's think about this idea of a universal architect. What you might be seeing as chaos in your life right now, it's not chaos at all. It's demolition with a divine purpose. There's a powerful, meticulous force that is carefully clearing the land, tearing down all the old, ruined walls to prepare for your new reign.
So with this grand renovation underway, with an entire kingdom being prepared just for you, why on earth would you scream at the architect, demanding to keep a single broken chair from the house that's being torn down? You see, this is exactly what we do when we try to force little situations or manifest from a place of desperation. We get in the way of a sacred process. And this is the great tragedy, isn't it? We get down on our knees and we beg for the sad, stale crumbs of our past, all while this cosmic force is polishing a crown that has our name on it. Okay, so this whole clearing process, this purge, I know it can feel absolutely brutal. It can really feel like loss. But I need you to understand, it is not loss. It is liberation disguised as abandonment, and it starts with a world right around you. You felt this, right? People you thought were your ride or die suddenly just change. Their whole energy shifts, and you have no idea why. And those doors, the ones you were so sure were going to open, they just slam shut right in your face. Opportunities that felt like they were made for you just vanish into thin air. And even the most carefully laid plans, projects you poured your heart and soul into, they just crumble for no good reason at all. And you're left standing in the wreckage, just wondering what happened. But here's the thing, this isn't failure. These people and projects, they aren't leaving because you did something wrong. They are leaving because your energetic frequency has risen so high, they can't exist in your space anymore. The universe is just doing you a favor, removing the dead weight that you, out of loyalty or just plain habit, refuse to drop yourself. Now, as all these old karmic structures start to dissolve, something inside of you totally freaks out. It's your ego. And seeing its control just slipping away, it starts to fight back hard. It just scrambles, right? It chases after people who are clearly walking away. It humiliates itself, begging for explanations from people whose minds can't even begin to comprehend where you're going. It desperately tries to give CPR to situations that are long gone, trying to breathe life into something that has already served its purpose. Let's be really clear about this. To give in to that panic, to chase and beg and cling, is to willingly sign a contract of slavery with your own past. But this is the moment. This is where the real transformation happens. This is the pivot point. It's the definitive transition from being a passive spectator in your own life to becoming its absolute creator. You know, the true quantum leap, it has nothing to do with manifesting a new car or a new partner. The real leap is when you can stand there with this brutal coolness, this profound calm, and allow the universe to destroy everything that is not you without shedding a single tear of regret. Now that is real power. I mean, just look at the difference here. The spectator suffers when it rains, just another victim of the weather. But the creator? The creator knows the storm is cleansing the land for a new harvest. The spectator is terrified, asking, "Oh no, what's going to happen?" The creator stands firm and declares, "This is what will be built." One is at the mercy of the world. The other has finally claimed the throne. And think about that feeling of isolation you might have been going through. That wasn't a punishment. That solitude was a perfect architectural design. The universe deliberately silenced all the voices around you so that maybe for the first time ever, you could finally hear the only one that truly matters, your own. So the big question is, how do you command this new reality? How do you stop that old world from creeping back in and taking over? Well, the final key isn't an action at all. It's the exact opposite. Silence. And I don't mean an empty, awkward silence. I mean silence as a weapon, as a force, as an act of pure, undeniable sovereignty.
And the method is almost laughably simple, but it is devastatingly effective. When your mind starts projecting some catastrophic future or reminds you of some past pain, you have to recognize that's the old timeline fighting to survive. Don't fight back. Just observe it. Withdraw your energy from it, and then replace that thought with absolute intentional silence. You have to get this. Silence is the most destructive reprogramming tool there is for the ego. The ego absolutely thrives on noise, on drama, on reaction. Your silence literally starves it. Which brings us to this final profound truth. It says, when you don't react, the old reality simply starves to death. So the question is no longer about what you're going to build. The real question is, what are you willing to let starve?